Okay, so hello friends, today I don't have a repair, I don't have a lens comparison. I just want to show you a few interesting findings I made recently on a Flea camera market I went. Well, the camera market was pretty empty, but I made nevertheless really interesting findings. I'm going to show it to you. With that you will get an idea what is coming to the channel in the upcoming months, and then I want to show you too the interest of going to Flea camera markets and digging in boxes, barting, and then you will be able to do really nice findings. So I will start by tracing the day. So I was checking some boxes, and then I found here this lens. It is a Nikkor 28mm f2.AS, and then I've been looking for this lens for a really long time, and then I found it on a box, really cheap. Actually, the month before I lost a bit to this lens, which went really high, so I just had to drop it because the price was just ridiculous. And then digging on a box, I found this lens. Okay, so it needs some adjustment. It has a bit of play, but then we'll be doing that soon in the channel. We'll adjusting this lens, and then we'll be comparing it to the 28mm f2.AI that I have already, and which is a fantastic lens. So first thing, so digging around the same boxes, I found this thing. It's a camera. You obviously recognize it. It's a Nikon F. It works fine. I haven't yet tested this thing here for the illumination. I need to find some batteries, but otherwise the camera works perfectly. And then attached to it there was a Nikkor 55mm f3.5, which is in perfect condition. So soon I will be making a comparison between the Micro-Nikkor 55mm f2.8 and 3.5 to see which one is the best. But both lenses are actually really good. Very interesting finding, really cheap as well, so this was cool. And then I found this lens, very interesting thing. This kind of lenses I actually love a lot. And then these are the EL-Nikkors, and then I was lucky of finding this one, which is the EL-Nikkor 63mm 3.5 metal version. So it is a enlarger lens that you can use in the camera, and the sharpness is just unbelievable. I will be making a video on this lens too. It is also a rather rare finding. So that's it. So this thing was also in a box. I got it for a nice price, rather cheap. And then yet another EL-Nikkor, this time a very large format EL-Nikkor. The condition is not perfect, but then I paid low price for it, and then it is extremely rare. I was looking for it on the internet. I wasn't able to find a single copy anywhere. And then this is for large format enlargers, and then I tested for photography, and then the results are really good. So talking about EL-Nikkors, you will have soon a video about EL-Nikkors, and then to use them in photography. I don't use enlargers myself, but then I have tested these lenses, the 80 and the 105 that I own already, and they're just fantastic lenses. So we'll be adapting this to a camera, making photos with it. And since these lenses are also rather adapted for UV photography, since photography paper is UV sensitive, so we'll be trying this also for UV photography. So these are the really nice findings. Found this on a box with enlargers. And then, just to finish the presentation, I found this piece, which actually last week some guy got heard that I have this lens, and then he was calling me, harassing me pretty much, to buy the lens from me. And he said, listen, I don't want to buy the lens to you, I just want to play around. And then, well, this also made me think, okay, this lens should be really rare, because apparently the guy was also in the fair, saw me buying it, and then somehow from the organizers he got my phone. I was there selling stuff as well, and then he was calling me, he kept calling me like for a week, and then he wanted to buy this lens from me. What is this lens? It is a Nikon F4 125mm. Well, in the time before they were assigning the lenses in centimeters, and then it's 13.5 centimeters. It is a rather rare lens. It is for the S Nikon camera system. And then the thing which is really interesting about this lens is that it's written this little thing here, made in occupied Japan. So this means this lens was made between 1945 and 1952, which was the time all products made in Japan were being put this sign here, made in occupied Japan. And then apparently this lens makes part of the original lenses of the Nikon-S camera, and then apparently it's very rare. So the lens has a bit of haze here, as you can see it. So what we're going to do soon is to open this lens and then adjust it and get it clean. I already figured out how to open the lens, and then also the focusing is a bit stiff, so this is also something we're going to do. So keep connected to the channel and you will see all these things. So I'm finished. This are all my findings. It was a pretty nice day. I enjoyed a lot. Well, I enjoyed less the part in which the fair was empty of people, and then I wasn't able to sell much things. But then regarding findings, it was really rich. So keep going to camera fairs, keep checking vintage stuff, because you don't never know. You go and then you start digging into a box, and then for some reason you find that lens you have been looking for a really long time. For example, I found this lens. This was in another camera fair, was digging into a box, and then I found this one too. It's a EL-Nikkor 80mm f/5, one of my favorite lenses, and then great lens for UV photography. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.